Sure, and she was doing the transaction in between, I think, but she is able to uh look at look at the live screen. No, look at the recall, and then she's able to do the picture. Now we are going to look at the called, and they just want to make sure sister is online. So sister Wang Ciwei was doing a sharing at Malaysia, and her topic was auspicious and encounter. So this was her in 2013. So in 2020, no, sorry, 2013. Sorry, there's technic issue. Sister Maria has to update her laptop because if we don't update, then she won't able to show more videos in the picture. Because the app has to update, and then sister Maria has to keep talking, and the group behind the screen always feel scared, feel nervous once it start getting started. Um, Especially sister one sorry, and she always feel like she's nervous. Oh, we're good. We're updated. Okay. This was the video when she was in 2013, sorry. So I think this was her, and then she was guiding the kids to make she was guiding the kids to use different ingredients to make a cake for their parents for the Mother's Day. And they also guide the kids to make a cards to their mom, and also talk about what they are willing to change in the picture. And this was her 12 years ago. So now we're going to take a look of how she is doing right now. This was when she brings some tailoring clothes from where she was doing in sorry, I got a little bit lost. Um this was happened in 2020, sorry, and this was when sister visit my army, and there was floating, and they were just telling Master how their family got destroyed because the floating, and there was some elephant walking by, and sisters was telling how the volunteers were walking really dangerous place to go visit these areas. I was really grateful that Sister Wang was able to go visit this area and to see. So today she is going to talk about Nepal. So before she joined, I think her work was dealing with making up clothes or dealing with swing. So when she was visiting, she saw that there are families that have lots of kids, and they weren't able to do swinging of the suit for the kids. So they also weren't able to do it. During this time, we're also able to see that Sister Ciwei was in Nepal, and when she was listening to the book, she saw that she felt really connected, and she saw how grateful it is, and she was really touched. Even they were first time reading it, but every time we read we read the we read the exciting part, it was really touched. Okay, let's welcome our uh, sister Ciwei. I like to be with you because you have positive energy. Hello, Sister Ciwei. Um, Sister Ciwei um, is back into Malaysia right now. Because there's a little bit unsafety in Nepal, so she is back in Malaysia, and I think next week she is going back to Nepal again. Really appreciate everyone. She was really appreciate everyone who give her opportunity. Um, she, she, she is going to share the ladies in Lam, Lumbini. Her internet was not stable right now. So they're trying to make connection to see how does the slide will work. Oops, sorry, there was a little bit technical issue, so they're trying to open the slide. So this is a little bit map of Lumbini place. there every morning there are about like 150 ladies are are going through the tolerant class in Tsuji. So they leave their uh they leave where they leave or leave the kitchen is not where they was trying to um find a place to have fun, but they were just trying to find a place to learn something. And it's really important that they learn the tolerance schedule, the the tolerance schedule, and it's really important that this is one way to help the ladies in Lumbini to get a little bit more economic better, and this is also help them to get some hope. So um, in in March of this year, we're really lucky uh, to go to the United States to have a meeting, have a conference. Um, and this conference was showing where everyone was showing their handcrafts or they're showing their stories after the handcraft. So there are 13 handcrafts that um, they made, and also including Tsuji has luckily got a station to show all those things, and Tsuji also includes some craft that they made. Um, during that time, we were sharing like how every handcraft, how each story after the handcrafts, what does it mean, or like what does it bring to people, what happened to the people who made this craft, or like what happened to them before. There was one lady called Galia, I think, and after she heard the story behind each handcraft, she was really touched. So she wanted to get some, but unfortunately, when at that time, she didn't have enough money, so she only got a few. But after a few hours later, she come back again, bring a little bit more cash. Um, you realize that when Tsuji is giving the taller store in Lumbini, it's not only give them money, it's giving them a job, giving them a hope that they can do to take care of themselves. So this sister uh, was one of the people who were at the conference, and Um, she heard the story from sisters who are at the conference, and she also really wanted to join. Um, when she heard the story about what the handcrafts they made, she felt really touched because she said even if they never left the Lambini, then they still really connecting with the world. Their ideas still try to get out of their country and making connections to the world. And when they are doing tolerance, they are not only uh, doing learning how to swing, but they are also learning more about what the master do and what we can do. So so this kind of class guide them start from beginning. Um, there's one lady called Anita, and we're going to see what we've been doing. She already got married. She got married at 16, and she already have two kids. Um, she was she was sick 7 years ago, and she has to lost one of her kidney. And at the first, she doesn't want to start learning how to swim because she feels really hard even to just know how to hold the scissors, and because she needed to take care of her family, so she barely have time. Um, so Anita was just following the family members just to see what they are doing. And when they're visiting different families, they saw a lady, they saw a grandma, and um, unfortunately, she got into the thresher one day when she was wearing a dress. So her body has to she has to lost a part of her leg. And after Anita heard what the story was, she was really touched. um, when first visit her house, she was so sad, and then we start talking to her, and then she started smiling, and then Anita felt like it was really touched. She was really surprised to see how she was able to touch, and she began to think about her life. um, she began to think about what she can do to make the life better. She, instead of sleeping, or like instead of getting her life as usual, she decided to do something special. She started doing swing, and luckily she got the certificates of international taller. And because she got the certificates, she could become more and more better. And um, starting from a lady that who doesn't know how to use scissors, how to face the difficulty, or like even how to do math. From she is able to use scissors, and she is able to get certificates, and she is able to do a lot of great tolerant work. Um, it was really a hard step, and Master, you really say that uh, the little bit you pay right now, it will be coming back in the future. Really appreciate everyone who's listening. Sister Sister Maria said Sister Ciwei was doing a really tidy and short but really clear file sharing. And because she was in Nepal, and she was doing so much work, and she is able to she is able to use her soft voice to tell the story. um, and Sister Miriam said, because the time, we know that she only have a short period of time, but she was doing really clear sharing. Even there was a short period of time, even they were in Nepal for not a super long time. They were they were they were growing so much, and from it's really tight to see that the ladies weren't even able to use scissors or like knife, but now they are able to use Nutella to use able to use the machine um to do more art handcrafts. Um, so sister was leaving comment that I really appreciate to see how Sister Tsue was doing all this amazing sharing, and to see how she's able to guide this ladies in Nepal able to do all those handcrafts. Um, and it's really important that they learn how to swing, and they gain lots of confidence when they are doing that. Even when they are doing swinging, it's not only swinging about the clothes, but it's also about swinging about their confidence, about their hope of life. So this handcraft was um, I think Tsuji started from the year of horse. Um, so mm, so they made they made a 6-piece handcraft that has the horse. I think they all sold out in 3 days. It was all handcraft, and had uh, they had they had they had only enough time to make, and people are also wondering why we don't have more, but because it was all handmade, there's no time to make more. Really appreciate Sister Ciwei. Sister from North California was saying, really appreciate Sister's story. It's really nice to see how this lady are get out of their house and start doing work to see the world and able to see what they can do. If you went back to Nepal, please be safe